everybody, all right, my name is Soleil. I am now going over the final impressions of the short video that I did on the newest fragrance that came out recently, which is from Navitus Parfums called Ambrosia Imperial. This was co-created from the YouTuber AI the Great. Before I get into the details of my opinion, I'm just gonna go over one more time the ingredients that this comes with. It says top notes are banana, rum, Brazilian orange, Ceylon cinnamon, and Divana. Heart notes are dates, orchid, jasmine, and amberwood. Base notes are caramel, vanilla, whipped cream, benzoin, musk, and saffron. All right, so when this was being described, it was being described as a boozy gourmand. So in my mind, I was envisioning like a banana version of Angel Share, and this is not it. This is not what that experience is. I have learned to appreciate it, which I'm about to get into it, but this definitely is in a whole different direction than what I was expecting it to go in. So from the get-go, I get the box. This is the box that it came in. This is very luxurious. I give them that. To me, it's a little too big, but nonetheless, it is a nice box. It's given me, like, the largest box I've ever gotten was Xerof from their Shooting Stars collection. Very nice box. Not a big box, but not as big as this box. So you open the lid, this comes down, and then you have this kind of like nice, you know, same thing as Xerof, where it's an actual, like, I don't know what it is, like pleather pretty much. And then you open it up and you've got yourself a nice silky interior. So it was definitely, the presentation was definitely done very nicely. I definitely appreciate that. When I saw the box, I was kind of like, wow, this is a huge box. And I was curious how, like, if it was gonna be one of, because like the last, I have two Navitus fragrances. One is Chocolate Queen, the other one is Venom of Love. Neither one of them came in a box this large, so that's why it surprised me when I saw it. I was like, wow, that's intense. But I do appreciate it. I definitely like it. I think that there was a lot of effort that went into everything, you know, presentation and the fragrance overall. All right, so now that I have shown you the box, I'm going to put this on the ground. The fragrance. When I pulled the fragrance outside of the box, the first thing I did was I opened it up and I smelled the cap. Now I'm used to it, but when I first smelled it, it smelled very musky. I'm not a huge fan of musk in general. There are a variety of musks that I found out. You have like your like white musk that's supposed to be more of like a floral, cottony type of vibe. You have your animalic musks that come off more pungent, more like actually from, they now apparently do like synthesized versions of it, but in the past it was actually from animals. And that's what I think about when I think about this type of musk. It smells animalic to me, like pungent, peppery. So when I first smelled it, I was expecting like a sweet gourmand banana smell, like whipped cream, you know, all those like sweet notes. And when the musk hit me, I was just kind of like, whoa, that's intense. So let me go ahead and spray it. I have it on myself today. I wore the whole vibe today. When I first initially smell it, the very first smell, I can smell the banana, I can smell the orange, I can smell, like, I get like hints of the cinnamon. It's very bright. Like, I don't consider this a gourmand. I consider this like a tropical, it is sweet, but not like gourmand sweet. It's just a very bright, tropical, musky scent, I would say. This to me is very summer vibes, you know? And when I first smelled it, it reminded me of Croquet, which I also grabbed that. I bought this a while back. For those who have not seen this, this is Tiziana Terenzi's Croquet AI the Great, actually. I think she's one of the YouTubers that I follow that talked about it and got me like intrigued to buy it. So this has that same type of like peppery musk smell at the cap, but it has more of a floral, and of course it has, you know, they're different notes obviously, but it's the same peppery musk that's coming through. Yeah, that initially, the smelling from the cap, I don't like it. which is why I like never reach for it. But when summer hits, I'll probably dig it. But throughout the last few months of it being colder weather, this was definitely not a vibe for me. Luckily though, I got that from Amazon and it's like way cheaper than it originally was. So if you're interested in trying it, Amazon has it. Anyhow, so this of course smells very, it's got passion fruit and other floral scents and whatnot. This smells like next to each other. They have obviously two different scent patterns as far as like you can smell the banana and you can smell the orange, especially next to this. But that same kind of pungent musk smell they share in common. So that to me was a turn off from the get-go. So originally when I got this, I was like, wow, I don't know how I feel about this. This is way more muskier than I wanted it to be. I'm gonna let it sit. I'm gonna let it sit for a few days, which is what I do with scents that I'm not quite sure about. Let it sit. So I let it sit for a few days. I went back to it and then I was like, all right, now I'm starting to appreciate it more. If I don't like something, I won't spray it on my skin because I don't want to deal with having to like, especially if it's like really potent, I don't want to deal with having to scrub it and never come off. So once I smelled it and I was like, okay, I'm vibing with it more, I then sprayed it on my skin. And when I sprayed it on my skin, which I'll go ahead and spray it on my arm, I have it like all down my shirt right now, but just for the video. Anytime you spray it on paper and spray it on your skin, they're totally two different, because it has to mix with your skin chemistry. And you usually get different notes that will like come forward on your skin compared to paper. Yeah, like on my skin, the banana and the orange really come forward. That booziness really comes forward, which then I was like, okay, I appreciate it even more. On paper, that musk is really strong. But on my skin, I really like it a lot, actually. Like it's definitely a vibe. So then I was like, well, because I don't like that peppery musk so much, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to combine it. So I'm gonna tell you guys what I combined it with today. What's really funny, actually, I went to work and I was thinking to myself, like, okay, this is gonna be the test because I work in, I sit in a pod and in close quarters with other people. So I'm like, this is gonna be the test of how people feel about it around me. And to me, this is a strong perfume. This is strong. Like when I was walking down the hallway, I could smell myself, like just like getting little whiffs of myself. When I went in the morning, two of my coworkers just happened to also like put on a lot of fragrance. My female coworker sits across from me. She put on Black Opium, and then the guy sitting behind me put on some Ralph Lauren, like very woody cologne. So all of us were like smelling really strong, right? So I went up to her. I was like, hey, what do you think of this fragrance? And she was like, I don't smell anything. And I was like, I was like, what are you talking about? Like she literally grabbed my shirt and had her nose up into my shirt. And she was like, yeah, I really don't smell anything. And I was like, it's because she was smelling her own scent because it was so overwhelming to herself, her own scent. So I was like, okay. So on the positive note, at least I wasn't, offensive to anybody with too much, because I put a lot of different fragrance on today, which I want to go into really quick. Which really quick, I forgot one of the things. So give me a second. Okay, so first of all, I was thinking to myself, because it's banana, I wanted to do that's like the primary focus, because I think AI the Great had mentioned Banana Foster, like that was her inspiration. She's really into Banana Fosters. I personally never had a Banana Foster, but in my mind I envisioned like an ice creamy, very creamy, sweet, gourmand experience. But like I said, I don't know what a Banana Foster is, so I have no idea actually what it smells like. Anywho, so for the base, I decided to, since it's kind of like tropical smelling to me, I decided to go the tropical route with it. So I started off with this from Bath&BodyWorks. They still have it there, so you can grab that if you are interested. It has passion fruit and banana flower, and there is a hint of banana in it. Yeah. Then I sprayed the mist. Or no, take that back. I want the second cream, sorry. So I did this, and then right after I ordered this, I happened to be in Ulta and I came across a banana scented lotion, and I was like, I have to get that so I can mix it with this. So I put this on first, then I put this on, which you can get this at Ulta. Sugared banana. This smells, I've never been like a fan of banana, but this sugared banana, was it sugar banana and vanilla blossom? It smells so good. I'm just like, ooh. Yes, but Hempz doesn't really last as long as Bath&BodyWorks, which is why I combined these two, because I was kind of hoping that maybe it would like kind of glue itself to this thicker base. So then after I put that on, I then sprayed the body mist of this on. Then I went in with this, and I didn't do as many, sometimes I go, you know, crazy with, you know, overspraying, but I was like, probably like 5 sprays, like 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, about 5 or 6 sprays. Put that on, that musk kicked in, and I was like, oh, I'm not gonna like this, right? So then I sprayed this on top of it, which this is like the holy grail of like all vanillas. Like I feel like if you ever need a combination with anything, just spray this. Like it's just like a go-to for like anything. And it did, it kind of like added that extra sweetness to it. So I was able to make it more gourmand in the direction I wanted to go in. I took my dogs out to pee before I went to work, and when I was standing outside, I got a little bit of that outside air, and it hit me, and everything combined, I was like, okay, I like it. It's cool. I'm happy. So, overall, I do like this. This is like a, hi, I'm getting to know you. Like, that's what that is. This is not a love at first sniff, a like at first sniff. This is an appreciation over time. Like I am vibing with it. When I did my short, I knew this was gonna happen too, because I know that like with YouTubers specifically, if they do anything at all, they collab with anybody at all, you know, you get their super fans that'll like get angry if you disagree or have any issues. But my thing is like, it's a product, you know, the consumer's either gonna like the product or they're not gonna like the product. This is not personal at all. You know, as far as like AI the Great, I don't have any personal feelings at all for her because she's a YouTuber and I don't know her. But I am subscribed to her. I follow her on Instagram. I actually left a comment on one of her stories one time, because I think she had like a little pretty alcoholic beverage, and she responded back, which I found that to be very personable about her. So, I mean, overall, her as a person, I enjoy watching her. She's very outgoing. My opinion about this product has nothing to do with how I feel about the individual. This is literally, is this a good product or is it not, right? As far as it being a good quality product, I do think that her and Navitus did a very nice job. This is a huge fucking bottle. The thing is fucking huge. It's like a body mist size bottle, which was another thing that threw me off with the size of the box. Again, with the box, I was like, damn, that's a large box. Like, I was expecting to like open up the box and be this like little itty bitty thing, you know? But then I pulled it out, I was like, that's a lot of product. If you are not a collector like myself, then you're probably gonna run through this product no problem. But because I'm a collector and I literally change my scent pretty much, like I will wear the same, if I really like something, I'll wear it for like 2-3 days max, but then like I move on to the next scent. And I have, right now I'm probably, and I'm nowhere near other collectors, but for myself, I'm probably sitting at about 60 different fragrances. So this is gonna last me probably for the rest of my life, which is fine. I will be using it again though. I do like it now. I like the fact that I was able to mix it with the different sweet smells. Like I said, the musk, it takes some getting used to. Now I'm starting to get like used to it, but it still stands out. Yeah. So for me, this is like a very boozy, tropical, bright, like I said, with the musk thing going on, fragrance for summer. I think this would do very nice outdoors. I would not go crazy. There's a few people that watch their videos that are like fans of AI, like I'm like, that's not just this, that's any fucking fragrance. Like, if it's a strong, potent fragrance, you please, you know, there's only so much that people can endure until it goes from like, I enjoy that smell to, wow, that's really offensive because it's so intense. But to each their own, because everybody has their own idea of, you know, how much they want to spray. My co-worker that sits behind me, he normally will spray such a very small amount of cologne. Like, I was surprised I could even smell him today, because normally he'll like spray just a little bit to the point where like all I smell is the laundry that he washes clothes in. Like, I don't smell this, you know, expensive cologne that he is wearing. But like I said, everyone has their own idea and personal opinion on how much you should spray. So you don't have to spray a lot. A little goes a long way. If you like musky scents, this is for you. If you don't like musky scents, like myself, you know, it takes some getting used to. Like I said, I'm beginning to appreciate it more. I think this is a very outdoorsy smell. This is meant to be outside. I imagine people brunching outside, you know, by the water or something like that, you know, wearing this. It's a very day scent. You can wear it at nighttime too, you know. But definitely I would say this is more absolutely like when my mind just goes summer, only summer. But we'll see how often I wear it throughout the, you know, if I go past summer or not. So anywho, that's it. That is my opinion on it. I wanted to just go ahead and put that out there, my final thoughts on it. Yeah, so I will leave a link down below to the Navitus site for those who are still curious about purchasing it. And I will try to find any links that I can for you being able to purchase the stuff I spoke about too. Like I said, bananas have been my thing, but this actually was a very big surprise. And this is at Ulta if you're interested in this sugared banana to mix with this, because they actually do go very nice together. So, all right, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. I'll be making more videos in the near future, and I'll see you guys next time.